Outlaw Sports is brought to you by Molson Canadian, made from Canada, and Rocky Mountain Barbecue, Alberta barbecue cuisine at its best. Hi everybody, Happy New Year. Welcome back to Outlaw Sports. Mike Lonsborough, Grant Pollock, and the NHL lockout is finally over. And before we go any further, you don't have to get me anything for Christmas, but I had to get you something. And buddy, I went out and spent our whole budget, our whole advertising budget of Outlaw Sports this year. Got you a almost new bottle of HP sauce and a little something for you and Ange for your early mornings, some sweet and low, as if you need more sweetness in your life. Matching straws and a week's supply of cream. So put it away.
You've always been considerate, and this is just proof, and I'm tongue-tied.
How much you mean to me.
This says it all.
In the holiday season.
Let's move that over here. Thank you. Thank you.
You are welcome. Now, the NHL lockout. Why in fuck did it take so long?
Yeah, I think that's what everybody's saying right now. You know, because there is no real winner in this case. No. So you must think that they could have solved this a long time ago. The 50-50 split in revenue was the main thing. My only thing is, I understand negotiations. Each side wants to get what they can, so you push, 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 and you hold back, you hold back. So maybe it's part of a tough negotiation. My only complaint is, from what I understand, what they agreed upon is what the players put forth on December the 6th, that crazy Thursday night where, you know, Fear goes on the podium, then he leaves and he gets a phone call, goes back on, that kind of. This was much the same proposal, so it could have happened at least a month earlier. That would have been a lot better.
Having said that, Grant, a 48-game schedule is glorious.
Perfect.
It's perfect.
Exactly.
I mean, how many times have we gone on and said, oh, this season goes on too long in the playoffs going into June. This is just right. You don't need all the drama. You don't need all the, well, what if and all the heartache and people losing their jobs. That's what probably pisses me off more than anything. And so you just finally get, okay, let's get back to playing. And this might be the right amount of time.
Exactly. I mean, everybody, if you get over being a little upset, and just think about it, this is when hockey gets better.
Yeah.
NFL season's winding down. NCAA bowl games are all over. CFL is long gone. Let's talk hockey. So I agree. 48 games, 58 games, 62 games, a perfect time. Can I ask you one thing?
Yes, yeah.
Everybody, I'm a little upset with those of you who hang on to being really upset. Oh, I wish it never came back. I'm not going to go. I'm not. You think that's smart? I don't think it is.
No,
you can be upset that the lover left you.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend left you. But come on, she's coming back. It's going to be a better life with her. Life is better with NHL hockey. Even if you're not a huge fan, it's still more fun to hear about what Jerome McGinley did, the big saves Mika Kiprasov made. To talk hockey makes life better. So mourn what happened. You can be a little upset, but don't carry that on too long. Don't you agree it doesn't serve any purpose?
Well, I think the average person looks at it, well, what are these guys complaining about? They make millions and millions of dollars, and the owners are billionaires. So they probably can't identify with them, and they'd say, well, let's just settle this and get back to work, because that's what the average guy does. So perhaps that is the reason.
I understand that, but this is a different kind of industry. You know, it's a whole
it is. Yeah.
And it's too bad, as we said on the outset, it's too bad it went this long, but it did. Let's get over that. Let's sit back and enjoy hockey at the right time of the season. I think you got to do that. If you want to boycott games, go ahead. If that's what you want to do, but I don't think I'm going to do that right now. I'm upset it happened, but I'm looking forward to talking hockey right here in Outlaw Sports.
I guarantee you, once those, there'll be a lot, you know, and I agree. One guy came up and said, we should just boycott a game. Why not? Sure.
Cam Cole from Post Media suggested that.
Yeah, just everyone boycott the first game. Let them know how it feels, that everyone's pissed off. I agree with that. But I tell you what, there isn't one hockey fan in this city that wouldn't watch the Calgary Flames if they were to make the playoffs and were to make a run. They'd be glued to that, and they'd forgive and forget pretty darn fast.
Exactly. Yeah, and don't forget, 48-game schedule. It's a sprint. You know, we've heard athletes say and managers say, you know, it's a marathon to the end. We got it. This is not. This is every game, 48 games. That's not a whole lot of time. You can't have a downtime or you're not going to make the playoffs. So I think it's going to be great to watch. I think the fans that are going to be negative about it are going to lose out.
The one thing, Grant, that I'm looking at this thing, it's a 10-year deal with an 8-year window to opt out. And the second thing that, I was wondering, I still think this is a league built for your big city markets, with the exception of the Canadian teams, because I think they're going to get all the support. But it's still one of these, the New Yorks and the Philadelphias, they're still going to put a lot of pressure on the Nashvilles to bid up the services for one Shea Weber. They have to almost pay him those ridiculous contracts, because what else do they have? Or they're just brutal every year and every year. It's not a league designed for 30 teams. It's more like a 22-team league.
Up to 24, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe, because 8 teams right now are facing bankruptcy. So have they really solved all the issues? I don't think they have. It's a wait-and-see situation. That 7-year deal, maximum 7-year for a free agent, 8 if you already signed with the current team, gets rid of the Luongo deals. So I don't know what they've really solved, Greg.
And you raised some good points, and I totally agree with you right there. I think the NHL, the league made some concessions to the players. The players are losing a little bit more. The owners and the managers have a little bit more control on salaries, that's for sure. But I don't think a whole lot to collectively as a league to be stronger.
Yeah.
I don't think it's in there. I still think we're going to have problems with Southern teams. We're still going to have problems with Phoenix, which is a Southern team, I guess. Yep. And I think there's still going to be loopholes within the CBA that are going to be problematic going forward. So I totally agree. Yep. There's little concessions in there that's going to make cost control better for the owners and the managers. But long term, I don't see it really being a CBA that's better for the whole league. Yeah, I don't see that. Do you?
Well, no, and I agree with you 100%. We'll talk throughout the week on this. There's a lot of topics that will be coming up, and a lot of topics that will make you more aware of. And folks, don't forget.
The one thing, Mike,
this show is brought to you by HP. What are you putting on your steak?
So the present you gave me is really a sponsor.
Well, we're hoping.
You're hoping.